Good afternoon. Thank you for calling Jersey City Courtyard by Marriott. Martha speaking. How may I assist you?
Yes, the phone number that the lady just gave me for the Newark Liberty International Airport is not a working number. It's the second non-working number for the same hotel.
Okay, are you looking to make a reservation?
Yes, and I need to speak with them on a previous matter.
Okay, so you want me to connect you to reservations?
Unless you can connect me directly to Liberty International.
Okay, let me connect you to reservations. Okay, hold on. Good afternoon. Thank you for calling the Courtyard, Jersey City, Newport. This Karen at reservations. How may I assist you, please?
Yes, I'm trying to get a hold of Newark Liberty International Airport Marriott, and I've already been given 2 non-working numbers to reach the hotel. So I would like a working number, please. Or to be directly connected.
Okay, so let me pull up. You want the Newark Airport?
Newark Liberty International Airport. It's at the...
Okay.
Yeah, at the airport.
Yeah, let me pull that one up because this is the Courtyard, Jersey City. One moment. Okay. The Courtyard, Newark Liberty International Airport. 600 Route 1 and 9. You want to try to make a reservation? I can assist you with that.
No, I need to speak to the hotel manager.
Okay. I'll transfer you and give you the number.
Oh, you're going to transfer me?
Yeah, I'll transfer you.
Okay, good. And then what is the number?
The number is 973.
Yeah.
643.
643A. Okay, I was told 623 last time. Now it's 643. Okay, what else?
No, this is Newark, New Jersey that you want, correct?
Yep.
Okay, it's 973-643-8500. That's
8500. This is a completely different number than you guys just gave me. How is that possible? All right, go ahead.
973-643-8500.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and connect me, please.
All right, one moment, please.
Thank you, ma'am. It's the same thing. That's it?
Can you say it? Courtyard in New York, Christina speaking. How can I help you?
Yes, I need to speak to the manager of the hotel, please.
Sure. Let me transfer you. 1 second, please. Good afternoon. This is Pat speaking.
Are you the manager of the hotel?
I am, yes.
Okay, my name is Amanda Baise. I called there about a month ago about your chemtrail murals on the backs of your walls. Do you remember that conversation?
About the what? The murals?
The chemtrail murals that you have in your newly renovated rooms from last year?
I think you're calling the wrong courtyard because we haven't had a new room reservation since 2010.
Are you at the Marriott? I mean, excuse me. Are you at the airport?
I'm the Courtyard Marriott. I'm at the airport Marriott.
Okay, listen. I've been trying to get a hold of the Newark Liberty International Airport Marriott. I actually, called them about a month ago, like what I just told you. I thought I was speaking to them, but I went on their website to contact them back today because they were supposed to have sent me emails regarding a certain issue that I have, and they never contacted me back. And then when I went to call them, their number's been changed. I have since gone through 3 or 4 different fake numbers to get a hold of this thing. Why can I not get the phone number for Newark Liberty International Airport Marriott?
I'm not sure. Hang on 1 second. Let me see what I can find. I'm sitting right here. So there, I know some of the hotels are having issues with their phones. Were you getting transferred to like the sales office place?
No, it just rang and rang and rang and nobody answered. And I'm just.
So their number is 973.
Yeah.
623.
I already have that 0006. It's a fake non-working number. It's a fake non-working number. It does not work. It's a non-working number. So, I mean, this is unacceptable to me. Who do I speak to complain about the fact that I cannot get a hold of this hotel? I'm sure that whoever is managing that.
You contact Marriott customer care. I mean, this is their website. That's all I have is the same number that you have.
Right.
I run the hotel. It's across from 1 and 9 from them.
Do you guys have murals on the backs of the walls at your hotel?
In the guest rooms?
Yes.
No.
You don't?
Nope.
Okay, good.
We will when we get a renovation, but
yeah. Well, I suggest that you don't, because that you don't change it to the same design that the other Marriotts are going for, because it is extremely offensive, and there's a huge movement online going to stop these Marriotts. We have protest pages and all kinds of stuff going on. So, I mean, I suggest that you do some research.
Offensive in what way?
It's offensive because it's propagating, it's promoting airplane pollution. They have these huge chemtrails spread across the walls in this heinous chem sky of pollution, and it's garbage. It's disgusting, and we're all horrified about it. You know, I'm personally making it my mission to contact and find out who is responsible for that, and let them know what we think of it, because it's ridiculous. I mean, I just stayed at a Marriott. I am a customer of yours. If I was ever to be put in that room, I would drop dead right there as soon as I saw it. So offensive.
It's depicting airplane pollution?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. I see. It looks like clouds.
Exactly. That's sad. No, you can see the lines. The lines to airplane pollution turns into clouds. It turns into an artificial cloud cover. Anywho, so what's the number that I called to get this, to find the manager for the other hotel?
Hang on a second. Christina, do you have a number for Marriott customer care? It's 1-800.
Okay.
535.
535, okay.
4028.
And just heed my advice that, you know, you don't ever want to put something offensive like that to a whole group of activists, I mean, environmentalists and stuff like that. Just keep your rooms environmentally friendly and post, like, you know, abstract art or something, or a butterfly or something, you know, something nice.
That's all done above us. I mean, they pick out the design and then, you know, get what we were handed stuff.
I got you.
But
okay.
if you call customer care, they can help you, okay?
Sure. Thank you, sir. Bye. Hey guys, this is Madison Star Moon. I'm going to go ahead and call the Marriott Newark Liberty International Airport to discuss this chemtrail mural that they have on the wall of their rooms. And we'll see what they have to say about that.
Airport Marriott, may I help you?
Hi, yes, I'm on your website right now looking at some of the rooms that you have available at your airport, and I noticed in some of the guest rooms that you have actually a mural behind the bed. Is that in all the rooms?
Yeah.
Okay, is it the same mural in every room?
It's slightly different. It's the same concept.
Okay, you know what that concept is, right? What that mural is a picture of?
Yeah, the airplanes and the streets and the streams.
Well, there's no airplanes in the photo, actually. It's just
the streams, yeah.
It's just the chemtrails.
Yeah, some of them have the airplanes in them.
All right, so I'm just wondering, I'm asking you, why out of all the murals that you could possibly put, did Marriott decide to go with a picture of chemtrails? Is there a manager I can speak to?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Okay.
Yes, service, this is Mike.
Hi, Mike, are you the manager?
Sure am, ma'am. What can I do for you?
Hi, my name's Amanda Baise. I live in Virginia Beach, and I was just on your website, the Newark Liberty International Airport Marriott website, and I was looking at the pictures of the different rooms and stuff, and I noticed that you had a mural of chemtrails, like, behind the beds and everything like that, and I was just wondering why you guys would decide to go with, the pollution from the airplanes as a backdrop.
I assure you that the idea was not to promote pollution.
Okay.
It was just sort of the skyline of an airport. That's really all we're going for.
Right. Is that same mural in all the rooms?
It is in all the rooms.
It's the exact same picture, or is it variations?
There's 2 or 3 variations, but it is all, I guess, what would be considered, for lack of a better term, chemtrails. But that's definitely not us promoting chemtrails.
But you are promoting chemtrails to all of your guests that would come there when they see the lines or whatever, the emissions, whether it's water vapor or whether it's actual chemtrail spraying. I mean, that's what it's depicting. It's depicting the particles that are remaining in the air, and the particles itself, even if it was water, which is a chemical itself, is pollution. So you're promoting pollution, whether it's unwittingly or unintentional, I don't know. But I find it very offensive that, I'm looking for a hotel and I come across your page and there's chemtrails. Who would want to stay in a room with that mural? It's not pretty. It's disgusting.
I can certainly forward that over to my senior operations manager, and we can follow up with the company that conducted our renovation.
Yeah, you can't give me...
It's a Marriott airport-wide mural.
Right.
So you're going to find that at a lot of airports.
Oh, you're saying this mural is in more than one Marriott? Oh, wow. Okay, you don't see that that's a little bit suspicious at all, that out of all the murals, like you could have done a sunset, you could have done an airplane. I mean, you guys could have used anything, but instead in all of your beautiful rooms, because I'm looking at them right now, I was looking for just a guest room until I saw that picture. And then I was horrified. And then I look and you have the concierge level, the same picture. Now when you go to the airport view,
The picture is not in the concierge lounge.
it's on your website, it is. Yep. Guest room, 1 king or 2 double, concierge level.
Sure. Our concierge lounge does not have that mural in it, but the rooms on the 10th and 9th floor do.
Yeah.
And every other room in the
Okay,
hotel.
I'm very concerned that you guys are promoting airplane pollution as something beautiful or natural when we know that it's not. I personally believe they are spraying chemicals into the atmosphere. So for someone like myself that actually worries about the environment, this is disturbing. So I do want you to, you can't give me any information on it, can you? It's proprietary?
Yes, of course.
Okay, yeah, I assume so. Well, is there any way you can get back in contact with me? And,
Well, can I take your email, ma'am?
yes, you can. It's, Madison Star Moon Amanda at Gmail.
One more time?
It's all one word. Madison Star Moon Amanda at gmail.com. And I mean, you can just write that, customer, or I'm not a customer yet, but person is very concerned about the, I just don't want to look at that. That's hideous. What a hideous display. Yeah.
I want to read this email back to you, ma'am, just so I confirm. MADISONSTARMOONAMANDA
Correct.
Excellent. Yeah, so I'll forward you over. Steve Stout's the gentleman who's going to be getting back in contact with you.
Okay.
He oversaw the renovation with us. He's once again, our senior operations manager. So he will get in contact with you as to what if there was a motive. And I assure you, as far as I know, there certainly was not. It was not to promote it. Maybe it was a miscalculation on our part.
Yeah. How long has it been renovated like that? Like how long?
July of 2015.
Okay, so it's been up there a year. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Thank you, sir, for your information. I appreciate it.
Of course, man.
Alrighty. Bye-bye.
Yep. Okay, bye.
Is that in all the rooms?
Yeah.
Okay, is it the same mural in every room?
It's slightly different. Same concept.
Okay, you know what that concept is, right? What that mural is a picture of?
Yeah, the airplanes and the streets and the streams.
Well, there's no airplanes in the photo, actually. It's just,
the streams, yeah.
it's just the chemtrails.
Yeah, some of them have the airplanes in them.
All right, so I'm just wondering, I'm asking you, why out of all the murals that you could possibly put, did Marriott decide to go with a picture of chemtrails?
I'm just the phone operator at the hotel.
Is there a manager I can speak to?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Stranger Than Fiction News. This is Ron Johnson broadcasting live from around the planet. I'm joined today by a very special guest, Miss Madison Star Moon. How you doing today, Madison?
Hi, Ron. How are you?
I'm hanging out. I'm looking at this this video that you just put on. I'm looking at this picture about chemtrails in the bedroom, chemtrails at the Marriott. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, imagine it's your honeymoon, or you're going off to your honeymoon, and you end up here in this nice looking hotel room, and you're like, okay, I gotta do my duty. I gotta do my duty, but I'm looking at chemtrails. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at chemtrails. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at chemtrails. I'm like, what's going on? This
You have
is
some mixed emotions.
this is perverted. I mean, this is kind of like, one of those perverted things. And I think this is part of what they're thinking here. They want people looking at chemtrails while they're doing the dirty.
Yeah, it's really trifling. I mean, can you imagine that there you are and you're, about to have an intimate moment, and what are you facing? You're facing the chemtrails, or even if you're not facing them, the other person is. So it's set up to basically at the most vulnerable moment that you have, something that's real intimate, they're placing this image to brainwash you and to, connecting it with pleasure.
That's good. Yeah. Yeah, you're like, I'm having fun, and you're looking at the chemtrails. This is good, and you're looking at the chemtrails. Yeah, that's some brainwashing there, for real. That's
right. And what we've just discovered, John Graff just found that they actually have chemtrails in the carpet as well. Yeah. I don't know if it's in the floor, in the tiles, or if it's in the carpet, but you can see it in the pictures. You guys go to the Newark Liberty International Airport Marriott site. They have all of the pictures of their new, redesigned Marriott hotel rooms, and all of them have these chemtrail backdrops. They stretch across the room. There are a few different variations of the same image, and it's the chemtrail plumes, the huge, enormous plumes, not just the trails. There are not airplanes attached to these, so they're not promoting airplanes. That's what their excuse is. They say that they're promoting, just airport traffic. No, it's just the chemtrails that are left. This is indoctrination, brainwashing. And I'm sorry, but if I'm going to stay at the Marriott, in a nice room, the last thing I want to see while I'm getting busy is some chemtrails.
I think from a guy's perspective, they really don't care as much. But it's a good call. It's a good catch, and now it's worth talking about. And a lot of people are talking about it. I saw, people sharing, that exact same image after you started talking about it. And so, this is a good call. This is a chemtrail jerky boy call. And, and now we're thinking about these chemtrails and getting intimate. And it's exactly what you're saying. This is some serious brainwashing here. And they got it all over, and it's also in the movies. They want to get people, acclimated to chemtrails. And so, we're seeing this in the movies and the TV shows. They're going back, they're re-editing things. They're telling people, oh, these are just contrails. It's a confidence game. They're conning the public with these things. And, this is a serious issue. Even though we're trying to have a little fun with it, this is a serious issue. There's fallout from this kind of stuff. And, and people are picking up all sorts of weird chemicals in their rain, and people are calling their snow chem snow now, and people are keeping it for like future analysis. You got any chem snow?
Yes, I do. I have a freezer full of it.
Yeah, and what do you plan on doing with it?
I actually called NASA, and I contacted a few of the local schools here, the colleges, and I had a friend that's actually works in the science department of one of the schools, and I asked him if he would voluntarily test it for me. But I've had no luck anywhere. There's always some type of stipulation. NASA said that they can't prove where I got the snow from. They also can't prove that I didn't contaminate it myself. So they have, it has to be like a government study. This is how they get us every time.
Well, could you call them up? Could you call them up and say, listen, I got a bucket full of chem snow that I've kept from last winter, and I want you to test it. These are your chemicals, and I want you to test them for me and tell me what they are. We already know you're spraying lithium out there, but just in case there's something else, if you could just test this and let us know, that would be nice.
No, I've tried many times on air, live. I've called many different places asking them to test my chem snow. So I just keep it in my freezer. It probably has more gallons. My freezer probably has more gallons. I don't use my freezer for anything except it has a big garbage chem snow.
Yeah. And when you called the university and asked the professor, about your chem snow, what did they say?
They basically said that they had to get, permission, or they had to do this and that. And no matter what I tried, no matter who I spoke to, it was always a dead end. It was kind of like with the EPA or the DEQ. It's the same. Pass the buck. Nobody's accountable. That's how they get away with everything. And so they can always say that any of our lab results, we can't prove that it came from the chemtrails.
Oh, of course. That's what they're always going to say. But that's actually a clever way of preserving the evidence, because some people think it's kind of funny at first glance, but water evaporates, and then obviously you're left with a residue. But here you can freeze the evidence and wait until more laboratories come online. I've seen reports lately where more more people are going to be volunteering lab time to test things like this, not only chem snow or chem rain, but also the foods that you're eating and other things. So I mean, this is something to actually really want to do, is start testing the stuff that they're just feeding you and giving to you, and just to find out what is it that people are actually eating, especially in restaurants. I mean, they never tell you what's really in the food you're eating. Most of it comes in frozen from a factory, and then in those factories, when they're making food, they're just doing the bare minimum to get by and make some money. But
right.
There's certainly a bunch of pesticides and all sorts of chemicals. So I mean, start testing everything. The water that you're getting at the grocery store, take a sample from the restaurant. Take some chem snow and find a laboratory. I know Natural News is putting out a lab to the that's available to the public and stuff like that. And I think there's going to be other places that are going to want to do that as well, because we should be concerned about what's going on in our environment, not only for ourselves but for our children and for those that can't even protect themselves.
I agree. I want to say something else about the Marriott.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so they've renovated many of their rooms. It wasn't just at the Newark Liberty International Airport. It was at many different locations that they've renovated these rooms to depict a mural of chemtrails on the wall. Now, what we need to do as activists, as people, as citizens, as customers of Marriott, I just stayed at Marriott recently. I'm sure I'll be staying there again in the future. They need to fix this for us. This is this is basically promoting a crime against humanity. Now, we need to find out who was responsible for making this decision. Who was the artist behind the depictions of these chemtrails? Who, this is proprietary information. It's going to be hard for us to find this information out, but we need to make waves with Marriott, because if we don't do something about this, soon every hotel room is going to have chemtrails in the background. Well, we're not even going to be able to escape inside to get away from chemtrails.
Yeah. Well, I think anytime we see something like that, we need to call them out on it and go, what are you trying to promote over there? Especially like all of this one-eyed symbolism stuff as well. Not just chemtrails, but like all of the freaky stuff that we're seeing out there. Because there's all sorts of commercials that are, donning this like, one-eyed symbolism, all the cosmetic commercials and the shampoo commercials and the music videos and the halftime shows and the movies and the TV shows. I mean, it goes on and on. They keep promoting their agenda, and part of that agenda is global dimming, because that's what darkness loves. They love darkness, so they're into global dimming, and they're into synthetic clouds and into chemtrails. And so anytime you see this kind of thing, it's a pretty big red flag telling you, oh, here's some work from the dark side. Here's some chemtrails. Here's some GMOs. Here's some fluoride. Here's some false flags. Here's some tyranny. Welcome to the police state. Welcome to the Orwellian Brave New World that people have been telling you about for 50 years and 100 years. It's time to wake up and keep doing these kind of things. Going to the city council meetings, calling the local media, calling whoever you can, and have fun with it. Do a Jerky Boys type of presentation, make it go viral, make it trendy, and and that's the way to get people aware of the situation. It's a wonderful tactic, and I love it. It's fun.
There it is. I agree with you. We can't let them get away with anything. We are the resistance, like what you say in the end of all of your videos. But I mean, this is important that we all stand together on this issue. This Marriott thing is a huge slap in the face to anyone that knows what's going on. I mean, we see that this is blatant propaganda. These chemtrails are like the gross kind of chemtrails that you see. If they were really trying to promote contrails, they would be short, dissipating trails behind the aircraft.
Yeah.
These are chemtrails they are promoting, what is left in the air that spreads out.
But I think you hit the nail right on the head there when you're saying, yeah, you're having your most pleasurable moment, imaginable, and you're looking at these chemtrails, and all of a sudden, that image just burns into your pleasure spot in your memory, and you're just like, pleasure, chemtrails, pleasure. I mean, it's like they're treating us like monkeys, basically. Yeah. It's like we're a lab experiment here. Have fun, I mean, it's just like, whatever. But We're going to keep this one short. We're going to come back with more for you, ladies and gentlemen. As things develop, we will be back covering more stories and featuring more activism. I want to thank Madison Star Moon once again for making an appearance on the show. Always a pleasure, Madison.
Thank you, Ron.
And where can folks find you again?
You can find me on Amanda Danielle on Facebook or Madison Star Moon on the internet.
Excellent, excellent. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you saw it here first. They got chemtrails at the Marriott. You know what you got to do. If you're listening to this, you are the resistance.
Did you hang up on me?
No, I gave her my phone number. The chick shook me down. What can I say? I gotta have the general.
Oh, she was all right. She stayed cool and collected. Like,
No.
had that been me, like on the other line at the Marriott from New York, I would have been like, "What the fuck, man?"
Oh no,
What's
that's
your
not how you
problem?
treat. Well, you've obviously
just
never
work
worked
here.
in. You've obviously never worked in
Hey, why
customer
don't you
service.
pretend I'm Marriott, and I'll tell you what's up.
No thanks, Ron. No
I'll
thanks.
answer the phone.
I know
Good
you
evening,
will.
Mrs. Marriott. How may I direct your call? Chemtrails on the bed? What, you don't like shagging the chemtrails? I just work here, man. Manager don't want to talk about that shit with you.
Yeah.
It's not his problem either. That's from corporate. Corporate made the decision. And you know why corporate made the decision? Because they're part of the New World Order, babe. Might as well just get over yourself.
Yep, I'm
Nothing
over
we can do.
myself, all right.
Talk if you want.
Well, allegedly the general manager is going to be calling me back, so I'm anticipating that phone call. I probably will never get it.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, he's looking forward to it. I can already tell. And how many times do you call these poor people?
I've called them. Not just them. That's the first time I got a hold of them. I had to go jump through hoops to get a hold of them. Hoops.
No.
Yep.
Oops.
Well, at least I finally got through. So, I don't let a story go. If I find something that I always research it and call and figure it out. I'm not going to just say, okay, we know that Marriott is indoctrinating their people. I'm just going to let it go. No, hell no. That is so offensive. Like we were talking about before, if we were to rent, or if anyone is to rent that hotel room like a chemtrail activist and walk into it, they would drop dead. They'd be like, oh my God.
Yeah, but
just put the all-seeing eye on there. Why don't we just have the all-seeing eye with a pyramid right over the bed? That's better.
Well, it was, yeah, why not do all sorts of interesting and crazy things? So what do you think? You want to go on the air here in a jiffy?
Yeah.
Are you broadcasting live somewhere right now?
Yes, I am. I have what? It says 3.5 million are listening right now. It's what it says. It could be wrong. I'm just kidding. Wow. No, I am recording, but I'm not broadcasting. I wouldn't broadcast you without telling you.
Well, you never know. You never know with Madison Star moving.
Oh, come on. I only have my blog talk radio show. I'm about to move to Truth Cat, though, and then we can do you are my first guest on Truth Cat. I've already spoken with it to Stephen Kelly. He's really looking forward to having you on, and that's a long show. That's a 2-hour show. You know what I'm saying? You're my main guest.
Attraction.
Yep.
Yeah.
You are. You have so much to say about everything.
Okay. So, what a coincidence, huh? Nevada County Scooper, I was going to say Scooter, just featured a story that got a lot of traction.
Well, that sucks because they just featured a story about. No, Ron, no. You were promoting a guy that just did a hit piece on me. I'm sorry.
I don't know what that guy's boggle is, but we'll definitely look into that without going into too much.
I don't want to promote a guy that's doing hit pieces on me, Ron.
Oh no, I wasn't gonna promote him. I was just gonna reference the idea of having a chemtrail-free city, and people actually gathering together and voting, that kind of law into place. And I thought that was kind of cute, and it would be nice. They're talking about gun-free zones to protect people. Why not a chemtrail-free zone to protect people? It doesn't get any more obvious than it is that they're spraying, the fuck out of people. So, why not have that
because
kind of
he's a shill. That's why.
Political momentum.
He infiltrated me.
Well, like I said.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't understand what the relationship was there.
There is no relationship. I don't even know that guy. He just messaged me out of nowhere, and I was like, "How did you find me? We have no mutual friends." And we went into this whole chemtrail conversation, and I was like dead set that he was a shill the whole time, and then he didn't disappoint me.
Yeah.
In the end, he publishes our entire private conversation on a website he creates for me, on his or page that he creates on his website. And now when you Google my name, that crap comes up. And I'm like, thanks for selling me out, bro.
It's not. Well, listen, I was just gonna say, it must be tough having as many dedicated fans as you, because there's a lot of people out there that like to chat you up and call you up and stuff like that. But that's the way it goes in this business. People are bound to record what you're saying, and so. And that's the 1984, world we live in these days. Everything's being recorded, so you just kind of have to expect that. It's almost like, it's almost like a given de facto law. But yeah, I feel bad for the story. But I haven't read it, but
it's okay, Ron. You can talk about whatever you want. Don't worry about it. Just don't mention, just don't try to promote that freak too much, because anybody that would sell,
I won't even name the source.
Anyone that could sell us out, like that, any one of us, that's a creep right there. That's bad journalism, if anything. You don't pretend to talk to somebody in private messages on Facebook and then copy and paste and transcribe the entire conversation on a website you create for the person without their permission. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, obviously that's not an acceptable form of journalism.
It's slimy journalism. It's exactly what it's called.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too happy either. And so, I certainly won't be promoting the website in particular. But
the idea,
certainly like. I like the idea. And they got a pretty snazzy picture there. Chemtrail free zone lookup kind of thing, so I kind of want to use that. But yeah, I'm probably thinking in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine.
We're pushing this kind of late, but
why do you expire or something?
Well, I just got a schedule, and I'm 7 hours ahead of your time zone right now, more or less. So it's already 10:30 where I'm at.
Okay.
So it's not like
Right.
And after that I start winding down. The coffee wears off, and I'm just whatever.
Yeah.
Casso.
I gotcha.
So, all right. So 10 minutes, and then we'll try and throw something together.
All right. Cool. I'm ready.